As far as Wild Frontiers is concerned, Calcutta in the northeast is a region that comprises pretty much anything east of Delhi, running along the Ganges floodplain to Calcutta and beyond to the borders of Bangladesh, Burma and Bhutan. So if most travellers coming to India head west out of Delhi to Rajasthan, most that don't head east down the Ganges to Varanasi. Most of these travel by air or rail directly to Varanasi. But if you're of an adventurous disposition, there are many interesting places to stop off at along this route, such as at Rishikesh, where the Beatles stayed and wrote the famous White Album, or Lucknow, a beautiful city packed with fabulous Moghul architecture. In fact, if you're looking for a group tour, you might like to try our Slowly Down the Ganges trip, which, having spent time in the Himalayas and at Corbett Tiger Park, takes a boat from Allahabad, spending 2 days and nights on this spiritual aqua highway. Whatever your preferred form of transport is to Varanasi, even the most seasoned travellers amongst you, once you arrive, you're in for a shock. Varanasi sits at the confluence of the Ganges, the Yamuna and the mythical Saraswati rivers, and as such is one of the most important pilgrimage centres in the whole country. Over 60,000 devotees a day come here to cleanse themselves in the river's holy waters. Others come here to die, believing death in Varanasi removes you from the cycle of rebirth and delivers you to heaven, and the burning ghats and the religious festivals that go on here day and night are an ever-present accompaniment. And on a slightly brighter note, Varanasi is also home to one of India's most delicious drinks.
One of the things I love about coming to India is drinking the lassi. That's the curd yogurt drink they make out of buffalo milk. And there's nowhere better in India to drink lassi, in my experience, than Amritsar in the Punjab or Varanasi, which is where I am now. Oh, it's just delicious, very sweet, but it's absolutely fantastic.
And from Varanasi you can continue east to Calcutta, personally my favourite city in India. Largely off the beaten track, Calcutta, or Kolkata as it's now known, is a quintessential Indian city, a place of bustling bazaars and markets, of epic historical monuments, of amazing decaying architecture, great cuisine, and above all a buzzing of humanity. And from here head north, first and foremost to the famous tea plantations of Darjeeling, where you'll find an interesting town, some great accommodation and wonderful views, particularly that of the 8,000-metre epic mountain Kanchenjunga. And from here you can continue east, perhaps on one of the famous riverboats up the Brahmaputra to Nagaland, and a very different kind of India. We have a number of group tours to this region, the aforementioned Slowly Down the Ganges, the Land of the Kama Sutra tour, which, among other things, takes you to the amazing Sonapur Elephant Festival, and perhaps one of our most remote trips anywhere in the world, called the Nagaland Festival Tour, which takes you right up into the far northeast of the country. And of course, back in our offices in London and Delhi, we have specialist travel planners that know all these places inside out, waiting to help you create the most perfect tailor-made experience. Calcutta and the northeast is an area that will require more effort on the part of the international traveller. It's less well travelled and the infrastructure is much weaker there. But it's also an area that holds some of India's most iconic attractions. Calcutta in the northeast, for those that love India, is a must-do destination.